I'm going to get to it really quickly. Making a buzz this afternoon. There are plus-sized clothing lines for kids. You know about that. But what about plus-sized desks for the classroom? Companies that make school furniture, they're nudging up the sizes to accommodate larger students, saying that pieces made to fit older, bigger kids are being purchased more often in elementary and middle schools. It's a tough position to be in. Schools want to make the students comfortable, but critics say this is encouraging childhood obesity. So is having to sit in a bigger desk just one more thing that would signal an overweight student out of class?
Yeah, we'll put the spotlight on them. Chef, what do you say?
Absolutely, I agree with you. Look, you got 30 kids in a class, 5 of the kids have the bigger desk or whatever. All 20 up, 5 of the other kids are going to go, oh, look at Eddie. He's got the bigger desk. Look at Eddie. Listen, I grew up as a husky kid. I know what it's like. Okay, we were husky kids. We know.
Absolutely.
You know, we had the jeans that were cuffed up because the sizes weren't right. But the thing of it is, I think it's singling out people. I think it's opening up a whole new door. Kids are kind of mean sometimes.
Absolutely.
They can be.
Yes.
And you give them an opportunity to pick on kids, that's going to happen. Listen, take the money, educate the kids, put more money into the neighborhoods that can't afford it, the deprived neighborhoods, the neighborhoods that don't have any money. Educate them on eating better, supplying them with more food, keep less people off of the hungry, you know, out of the food banks, and let them eat healthier stuff. Then you're going to have kids that aren't, the childhood obesity thing isn't going to be such an issue. Take the money there, educate them, because you know what? Education's going to make these kids better. I have 2 small kids. We know what it's like. Childhood obesity could run rapid. I was one of those little chunky kids. Yeah. Now I'm just a chunky chef.
But to your defense, you've lost 45 pounds.
I have lost 45 pounds. That's because I looked at my wife, who I have a beautiful wife, and I have 2 kids. You know, there comes a point that you have to say enough is enough. And if my kids, you know, eat better things, but if they have an opportunity to eat something bad, they do. But they know the good from bad. And I think it's just education. Spend the money on education. Forget the bigger.
Did kids hurt your? Did they hurt your feelings? You said you were a husky.
No, because I was husky, but I was also the youngest of 5, so I had 3 older brothers that were ready to pounce on them
if
they said anything.
But
let's get to some of the Facebook comments. We're going to move along right now. Tim Jackson writes in, how about not criticizing the schools and maybe criticizing the parents? Parents need to take responsibility for their children, not the schools.
BJ Morin says on Facebook, if a student doesn't fit in the chair or desk, it's a no-brainer to give them one they do fit in. Perception by others is irrelevant.
And Kamala Basemba writes in, if you give these big students a larger chair and desk, what happens when they keep getting bigger? Are we going to just keep on giving them bigger and bigger desks?
And Ali says, I also agree that kids should be comfortable in their desks, but also I think it would be more beneficial for parents to have to pay out of pocket for that desk, not to punish them or the kids, though, just because it's not fair that other citizens would have to pay for a child's obesity.